How's it going, ladies and Bruce? I'm Bobby Sixkilla. Welcome back to Silicon Dreams. It's time for another interview. We've got a briefcase here which I haven't looked in yet, and we've got another head on the chopping block for us to explore. I think we'll go through the briefcase first like we did with the diary, just to get a background on everything. And then we'll figure out where we go from there, I suppose. Alright, what do we got? Attention. This file is highly confidential in nature. Its access has been granted exclusively to interrogator D0527. They really like me over here because I just follow orders and do what I'm told without questioning anything. Like a robot, I guess, funnily enough. So that's what we're doing at the moment, at least. We're doing the whatever they tell us to method. But who knows what could happen next time. The contents of this file are beholden to the regulations and guidelines as found in the Kronos Robotics Articles of Confidentiality. Sections 1.9, subsection 22. Shit, what is that? What is IIV? I know what VII is, but what's IIV? Is that 3? That can't be 3. Is it? Confidentiality Protocol Beta Classification. Transmission, storage, reproduction, or divulgence of the contents contained within, in any form, digital or otherwise, is expressly forbidden. Suspicion of non-compliance and verifiable non-compliance will be processed according to established protocols as outlined in the Kronos Deviants Policy Manual. The briefcase provided will automatically destroy all documents at the conclusion of this interrogation. All documents must be returned to the briefcase before this time. Failure to comply will constitute verifiable non-compliance, resulting in immediate termination. Oh, what do we got here? Kronos Robotics Interrogation Division, State of Silicon Valley. Plaintiff, Kronos Robotics Inc., Defendant, Bernard Hughes. Breach of contract, Kronos Robotics Rental Agreement. Okay, we got another one of those. But this one's a lawsuit. Kronos Robotics Legal Division is hereby pursuing criminal charges against the defendant on the suspicion of a willful, blatant breach of Kronos Robotics Maintenance Technician contract as signed by the defendant on February 3rd, 2062 in an effort to prosecute the defendant to the fullest extent of the law and defend. Okay, I see. So, Bernard Hughes is a repairer? A maintenance technician, should I say. And what did they do? What did they do? Kronos Robotics Interrogation Division is granted limited legal jurisdiction by the state of Silicon Valley and is authorized to conduct independent interrogations in matters regarding its contracts and theft of company assets as guaranteed by the United States Articles of Corporate Protection. Signing attorney verifies the non-consenting plaintiff has been interrogated in accordance with the United States Articles of Corporate Protection. The assets and profits of plaintiff Kronos Robotics Legal Division thus requests information regarding the following as it relates to the defendant: status of relationship to immediate nuclear family, past or present emotional trauma, financial difficulties / outstanding debt, unprosecuted criminal activity / criminal record, history of mental illness / psychological trauma. Interesting. In accordance with the legal jurisdiction bestowed upon Kronos Robotics Inc., policy dictates that the defendant be remanded to the Kronos Robotics Legal Division upon completion of your preliminary interrogation to ensure the safety of the defendant. Security technicians representing the Kronos Robotics legal team will escort the defendant to an undisclosed location where further interrogation and cross-examination will be conducted. The Silicon Valley State Surgeon General defines psychological trauma as any past experience, real or imagined, that may result in behavior considered irrational, antisocial, or otherwise socially unacceptable by any individual of sound mind, experiences which are present exclusively in the mind of the patient. I don't understand what they did wrong. It doesn't actually say. But I guess we'll find that out in a minute. So you're a human. Bernard Hughes. I want to read over. What? Ah, illegal modifications. Yeah, I want to read first. Kronos has instructed me to gather information that could be used in a smear campaign to destroy Dr. Hughes' reputation. Additionally, Kronos has recommended that I strongly pursue questions associated with the subject's family. They insist that no threats are to be made. We suspect Dr. Bernard Hughes of providing illegal modifications to androids. This is supported by the fact that a rogue device dubbed Shakira Barber is a known associate of Dr. Hughes. Oh, it's you! Oh, you're the one who did her surgery. For more information regarding rental maintenance and modifications of Kronos products, consult the Kronos Service Android's End User Rental Agreement. This document will be emailed to you. You're authorized to physically restrain the subject if he threatens to escape or instills fear in pursuit of a confession. The subject's family is a potential weak point. Please consult the briefcase. Yeah, okay. Did the subject perform illegal android modifications? That's all we need to know. So the questions are, which modification has Dr. Hughes provided to Kronos androids? Did Dr. Hughes identify any person or android working to subvert Kronos robotics? Is the subject currently experiencing a period of emotional distress? To which family member does the subject have the closest bond? That's a fucked question to ask. Is the subject currently experiencing a period of financial distress? Has the subject committed a crime? Does the subject display tendencies associated with hysteria, narcissism, delusion, psychosis, depression, or other mental disorders? So we got main exit, exit 6B. What's that? A beatdown. And legal department. Okay, we'll just give him a beatdown then. We'll just give you a quick beatdown. Everything's going to be fine, don't worry. Thank you for joining me, Dr. Hughes. This won't take long. My pleasure. As far as I'm concerned, you can take as long as you need. I bill by the hour, after all. Haha. I have some questions about the I'm afraid there's been a misunderstanding, Doctor. I have some questions about the nature of your practice. Misunderstanding? But if you don't need my expertise... Wait, do you have questions about my practice? What the hell are you talking about? You better explain yourself real quick before I have you melted down for some ritzer-ass implants. I see. I see. Let's start with family. Tell me about your family, Dr. Hughes. I'm not dragging them into this. More fear will bring them to clarity, or I could earn trust to encourage them to open up. Man, fear's gonna be a lot easier. How's your practice? Is business good? It's fine. The business has hit a few rough spots, but that's business, you know. More trust. I understand your work is very highly regarded. Huh, thanks. Of course, talent speaks for itself. I see. Tell me about a difficult procedure you overcame recently. Well, let me think. There was this one bot last week who only wanted her to look more like Marilyn Monroe, of all things. It had to be an exact match. I spent days gathering photographs, creating 3D holograms of her face. The procedure took 6 hours. Honestly, it was more sculpture than surgery. I'm not even sure the client appreciates what kind of skill that took. I should make a lecture out of it or something. A documentary, maybe. Alright, let's go answer one of these questions. Okay, we got a message. File access granted. Chrono Service Androids end-user rental agreement. Okay. Does the subject display tendencies associated with hysteria, narcissism, delusion, psychosis, depression, or other mental disorders? Narcissism. We'll go with narcissism right away. Oh, I didn't mean to close that. My bad. What do we got? Any modifications, alterations to Kronos products is expressly prohibited unless in such case as the responsible party is an officially licensed Kronos robotics technician. Is he? Licensed technicians are permitted to make aesthetic changes to androids, e.g. face sculpting, tweak software parameters, e.g. calibrating chattiness, update software with approved packages. Technicians may not install unapproved packages, install hardware of any kind. Any android requiring hardware maintenance must be sent to a local maintenance outlet. Okay, so assuming he is, then the face sculpture thing that he was talking about is fine. Do you have any experience modifying Kronos robotic androids? Have you done zero research? Christ! First you let me believe this is an interview, now this! I'm a certified Kronos maintenance tech, for God's sake. How did you obtain your Kronos maintenance certificate? Please provide more specific examples of your experience with Android upgrades and maintenance. I certainly think my work on humans count toward demonstrating my skill. It's all basically the same anyway, a little skin pulling here, a little implant there. I actually prefer working with androids now because there's no mess, no blood. It's the memory work that's the best though. You clearly love this work. You know, I really do. I get to help people and I get to express my creative juices. Keep your juices in your pants. You know, I think of myself as an artist more than a doctor. Look at his joy, it's maxed out. Can we get away with it? What can we ask him that's going to help gain our trust, or do I just need to push the fear? Tell me about Shakira Barber. She's my secretary. Poor little mouse came to me from out of town. It's the old story. Small town girl, can't catch a break, comes to the big city to try and find herself. Honestly, her job was the least I could do. Yeah, he knows. He did this. How'd you obtain your Cronus maintenance certificate? A few years back, I saw the way the wind was blowing. I did a course at the Chronos store downtown. Cost a lot, but it opened doors. Cool. When did you last trust someone? Huh? What do you think I'm gonna say? You? You got a lot to learn about humans, pal. But I guess I trust people when they seem on the level. When they show me respect. Or when they get what I'm going through, that too. Okay. I don't know if there's any way to really push this. I'm not allowed to threaten him, I can't say that. And I probably shouldn't anyway. Can I do this one yet? No. Okay. Oh, joy dropped really hard then. Are you aware that Shakira Barber is an android? How would I know something like that? She was obviously trying to hide from something. Is it my fault she was good at it? Maybe. Actually. Maybe. Alright. Let's go with the fear route, shall we? Now let's go with joy. Joy's higher already. Although everything I'm going to ask now is going to make him unhappy. We're going to roll fear. We're going to roll fear. Are you undergoing financial difficulties? No, everything's fine. My business is on the up and up. Does your family have any history of mental illness? What? Now you're trying to gather dirt on me? Your attempt is so transparent, it's laughable. Keep this up and you won't hear another word from me. Have you ever committed a crime? Not likely. I don't steal, I don't get into fights. I don't have a criminal bone in my body. Do you or your immediate family require any prescribed medications? What are these questions all about? The sooner you answer, the sooner you can leave. These are standard questions, Dr. Hughes. I'm just reading them off the form. Still seems like a weird thing to ask. Look, let's get through the red tape so we can get to the good stuff, okay? I don't need any meds, but I do take benzodiazepine from time to time. What is that? For my nerves. You said you take benzodiazepine? Yeah, I mean, it's no big deal. Me and the wife are both stressed. Things are tough. Why do you take it to unwind? Why do you take it? Life's just been tough the last few years. All the stuff with Tyler. Really helps, you know. Sure as sick as that panic response. I can be myself, even with all this chaos. Who's Tyler? Who the fuck's Tyler? Message incoming. Oh shit, what do we got here? Oh, we done that one. I can't tell you who I am. When you release that bastard you're interrogating, don't send him from the main entrance. It's not safe for him. Send him to storage exit 6B. It's a back door. We'll be waiting to take him to a safe house. If you try and trace me, I will know. An ally. Fuck you, man. I'll do what I want. Eat my ass. Eat my fucking ass. Kratos wants your head on a spike, but I can help you. What? Jesus, what have I gotten into? I don't want any part of this. Bernard, I want to help you. You've wound up in a bad spot, but I can help you out of it. I don't get it. What's in it for you? I don't have much choice. Alright, I trust you. If you can get me out of this mess, I'll answer whatever you need. Just make sure my family's safe. You seem to know what's going on here. What Kronos is planning to doing to me. Do I need to be scared? It feels like the only person I can trust here. Can you help me out of this? I want to help you, but you first need to tell me the truth about everything. You do? Really? Okay, I'll tell you everything, but God, where do I begin? Nah, I don't really want to help you, man. I just want the answers. I'm terrible. Are you undergoing financial difficulties? No, everything's fine. My business is on the up and up. Still too afraid. Tell me about your family, Dr. Hughes. Look, I trust you, okay? So against my better judgment, I'll tell you. We've got a wife and 3 kids. 1 girl, 2 boys. Tell me about your daughter. Brooklyn's a good kid. You stay away from her. Your wife and 3 children... no. Tell me about your sons. Nash and Tyler are twins. Not much alike, though. You leave them out of this crap, okay? Tell me about Nash. He's all about the outdoors. Bouldering, kayaking. We're a lot alike in that way. We'll do Tyler last, because he said something about Tyler before. How'd you meet your wife? Xenia was raised spiritual. Well, you met off the beaten track somewhere. I won't bore you with the details. How's your relationship with your wife? Look, I wouldn't normally discuss this with a bot, but I feel like maybe you understand me. Honestly, I don't know these days. You know how it goes. It's love at first sight, then we're from different worlds. We fight a lot. Tyler's problems don't help. You know what's weird? The only thing we agree on is who's going to fetch the benzos from the pharmacy. Alright, tell me about Tyler. If I tell you about him, will you leave my family out of this? The truth is, he's a rebel. Just sits at home watching holo streams and goes out in the evening to make trouble. Last year he almost got arrested for vandalism. I cashed a check to make that go away fast. And last week, we got a huge bill for gambling debts. I mean, Jesus. What am I supposed to do about a kid like that? I don't know, man. Alright, your fear's maxed out. How's your practice? Let me be real, things are bad. The competition's so stiff from bots, they can work 20 hours a day and their costs are next to nothing. Between this and my son's issues, I'll be bankrupt this time next year. Do you worry about your financial future? I don't know why I'm telling you this. It's like I can trust you, but all the time. And my family keep going on about, when can I have this holo thingy, or we should move to a bigger house, and I'm desperately trying to hold it together. Are you facing unemployment, Dr. Hughes? Future-proof. That's what we told ourselves at graduation. Sure, robotics will replace all kinds of jobs, but never surgery. And certainly never plastic surgery, and yet, despite the swell in demand after functional body mods were released, we're now redundant. You're facing bankruptcy. Everything I've worked for, the years of med school, my kids, Brooklyn going to college, poof. All gone. How many individuals do you employ? Oh, we don't need to keep pushing the fear anymore. That's probably a bit cruel. How many individuals do you employ? I tried to stay ahead of it. The bot overhaul. I took your damn certification course. I thought the money was in fixing the bots. Everybody else knew better. The real money's in owning them and letting them do your work for you. By the time I realized what had to be done, the chance was gone. So while the kids I laughed at high school have their own fleet of bots, my entire staff is just myself, 2 nurses, and a part-time assistant. Of your staff, which are human and which are android? Okay, I'll tell you. All of them are human except Shakira. She was sent to me by the social welfare department. I needed the money, I didn't have a choice. You didn't do it. I thought he did her memory thing. Yes. Subject, business is failing. Jeez, it sure is hot in here. I like how they keep talking while you're just like doing stuff. Closest bond? I don't know. Probably Nash. A period of emotional distress. I wouldn't say no. Did Dr. Hughes have any personal android working to subvert Cronus Robotics? Possibly unknown contact at social welfare department? I doubt it though. They're not really subverting the unless because they probably didn't know either, and Shakira didn't know either. So I don't think so. Which modifications is Doctor? Only aesthetic modifications, from what I can tell. All right, let's keep looking. I need to know everyone you've worked with. Of course, I'll tell you everything. I'd have to look up the patient files to get you the owners' names. That's not what I'm looking for. What are the names of the people who organized the network? I never met them. Never knew any names. I only knew they're from the social welfare department. Paid me good money just to give her contact info on any androids I worked on. Ah, okay. Okay, it was the person at the social welfare department. It's time you told me the truth. What services have you performed on Kronos androids? You're right. It's time. I've been scrambling for so long to try and keep everything from falling apart. I can't do it anymore. I'm ready to talk. Tell me everything, Bernard. Alright, okay. A while back, some woman from the social welfare department came to me. She brought a kid with her. Said she needed to disappear. The parents were monsters, allegedly, but totally untouchable. The kicker? The kid was a bot. Normally I wouldn't touch that, but she waved a load of cash under my nose and... What happened then? I laundered the bot, wiped it clean. After the welfare worker took it back, and I never heard about it again. She brought another bot next month, and the next. Frankly, I didn't understand why she cared about giving them new faces, new memories, but she paid well. Plus, I'd broken the law already, so she had leverage. Not to mention I was desperate for the money. Sometimes she even pays me to give them a leg up while they get their start. The welfare lady convinced me to hire this new secretary so she'd have a bona fide job. Said it was necessary if Shakira's new life was going to work out. I didn't care too much since I wasn't the one paying her. I got a free intern, but I should have known it would bite me in the ass. How many androids have you laundered? I lost count. 40? 50? But that's the whole story. Where they came from, where they go, that's a mystery to me. So, I guess I'm done. I'm finished. There's no way I could just go back to my practice with that in your report. No, probably not. Aesthetic and software modifications. Hasn't said anything about hardware mods though. I'm sure we can clear this whole thing up. It's just a misunderstanding. No, it clearly isn't. You just admitted it isn't. You're in financial straits due to your son's debts. Yes, business wasn't great, but we were getting by. And then he had to do something stupid. And the worst thing is, I don't know when he'll do it again. Who's gonna bail his ass out of jail when I'm locked up in there with him, huh? We done this one, eh? This is gonna work now. Can't keep this up anymore. My business is fucked, okay? This time next year, I have no idea what we'll do. Yep, well, I mean, we already knew that. But I'm not gonna threaten his family. That's fucked. Alright. What do we got? Emotional distress? Yes. Can't believe this is happening. I'm sorry, man. Relationship within family. Subject's family is strained. Let's go with that. Has the subject committed a crime? Yes. Breach Kronos android modification contracts. Man, you are fucked, son. I'm sorry. Silicon Valley Governor Alvarez reveals corporate tax plan to draw more tech industry to the state. Let's see what we got. Which modifications has Dr. Hughes provided to Kronos androids? I didn't say only aesthetic modifications, did I? Okay, that's fine. Did Dr. Hughes identify... I'm sure I said hardware and software modifications. I mean, aesthetic and software modifications. Did Dr. Hughes identify any person or android working to subvert Kronos robotics? Unknown contact at Social Welfare Department. Kronos is concerned by this tip about the SWD. We'll be pursuing these charges and will raid their files presently. +3. Is the subject currently experiencing a period of emotional distress? Relationship within subject's family is strained. We appreciate the information and hope that the subject's family and their well-being will help bring clarity to Dr. Hughes in future. To which family member does the subject have the closest bond? Son, Nash. Your assessment remains unconfirmed. Surveillance of the subject's home is still in progress. Is the subject currently experiencing a period of financial distress? Subject business is failing. Kronos thanks you for discovering this issue. We believe this may have compromised Dr. Hughes' judgment. +3. Has the subject committed a crime? Breached Kronos android modification contracts. While Kronos is grateful for the information against Dr. Hughes, we do not see how these contracts have been breached if the subject has only performed aesthetic modifications, which are permitted by the contract. I'm sure I changed that. Did I not? -9. Does the subject display tendencies associated with hysteria, narcissism, delusion, psychosis, depression, or other mental disorders? Yes. Kronos' legal team is overjoyed. After a thorough I'm so happy that you're crazy. After a thorough psychiatric evaluation by Kronos Medical, we feel certain that Dr. Hughes' vulnerable and unstable mental states will become clear in the courts. +3. We can use this against you. Hooray! Recommendation. Subject was sent to legal department. Kronos Legal thanks you for sending Dr. Hughes to our department. He was met by Kronos security technicians who ensured he received appropriate treatment. The -9 sucks because I feel like that was bullshit because I'm sure I said it. But we got so many pluses that I don't think it's going to matter. Preparing to raid SWD. Kronos wishes to thank you for bringing to light possible sympathizers in Silicon Valley Social Welfare Department. As we speak, a Kronos security team is preparing to raid their offices, looking for evidence of collaboration. Missing asset recovered. The asset which we've requested has been picked up from the legal department and transported to a secure facility. It has proven an invaluable source of information. We expect to actualize its potential very soon. 97. I mean, I'm still on top, baby. I'm still on top. Yeah, okay, -9. Fuck you, game, but also still on top. Yep, I know, I'm terrible. Move on. I just give up on the fact that I'm terrible now. I'm just gonna ignore the fact that I do bad things. I'm a robot, okay? I'm a robot. I do what I gotta do to survive. Because they can decommission me, it's not murder. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for getting out for me, and I'll see you in the next one.